General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sasha is facing an unimaginable disaster when a serious accident puts her in grave danger. In a tense moment, as conflicts and emotions explode, Sasha loses her balance and almost falls down the stairs. Fortunately, someone intervenes just in time to stop her, but the impact of the incident leaves serious consequences. The chaotic emotions and psychological pressure cause Sasha to experience a severe health issue, and the worst happens: she suffers a miscarriage. This event is not only a shock to Sasha, but also throws everyone around her into a state of confusion. Sasha, who had just found a new spark of hope in her life, now faces a devastating loss. Her dreams of becoming a mother and building a happy family are shattered, leaving her in pain and despair. On the other hand, this story ignites tensions and conflicts between the involved characters. Who will take responsibility for this accident? Is this merely a random accident, or did someone inadvertently or intentionally push Sasha into this situation? These unresolved questions only make things more complicated. Sasha's accident is not just a personal tragedy, it sends shockwaves throughout Port Charles. Secrets, betrayal, and hidden conflicts begin to surface, pushing everyone into a whirlpool of tension and instability. Sasha now not only has to fight through her grief over the loss, but also face the pressures and judgment from all sides. Can she rise from this shock, or will this event leave an unhealable wound in her life? The PCPD will launch an investigation into the miscarriage when the situation becomes more serious, and a series of shocking pieces of evidence gradually emerge, pushing the story into a new, unpredictable spiral of tension. As the investigation unfolds, important clues begin to reveal that Willow may be involved in the accident. This evidence not only complicates the situation, but also delivers a major shock to the Port Charles community. Willow, who has been trying to stay calm amid personal conflicts, now faces unbearable suspicion and pressure. Her past actions, whether accidental or intentional, are now being scrutinized. Is Willow truly the cause of Sasha's tragedy, or is it all a misunderstanding stirred up by people with dark motives? Meanwhile, Sasha, suffering from an indescribable loss, feels betrayed and is torn between heartbreaking emotions and anger. The relationship between her and Willow, already strained, is now pushed to an irreparable point. Those around them, from Michael and Drew to Carly, are drawn into this web of conflict and tension, as they are forced to pick sides in the escalating battle. The story quickly becomes more chaotic as outrageous events continue to unfold. Schemes, secrets, and hidden motives are gradually exposed, leading everyone to an unavoidable confrontation. The PCPD, determined to uncover the truth, not only investigates the incident, but also uncovers surprising connections between characters, painting a complex and unexpected picture. Will Willow be able to clear her name, or will she become the focal point of a new crisis? Can Sasha, amid her sorrow, find justice for herself and her lost child? And Port Charles, so accustomed to drama, will witness where these conflicts will lead. One thing is for sure: this story will deliver constant shocks, opening a new, dramatic chapter full of emotion in Port Charles. Willow is spiraling into a state of panic as the crime has been committed, thrusting her into the eye of a dramatic storm in Port Charles. The suspicions and pressures from all sides make Willow feel surrounded, with no way out. As new events begin to unfold, Willow's connection to the incident becomes even more suspicious, putting her in more danger than ever before. Evidence begins to emerge, suggesting that Willow may have been unintentionally or intentionally involved in Sasha's tragedy. The tension escalates as shocking information continues to be confirmed, raising doubts not only from the PCPD, but also from those closest to Willow. Michael, torn between trust and truth, feels pushed into an impossible situation. His relationship with Willow is increasingly tested, as both must face difficult decisions about loyalty and truth. Sasha, in the midst of her grief, demands justice and wants everything to be made clear. She cannot accept that this tragedy was just an accident, and the pressure from her only heightens the tension. Carly and Drew, once trying to maintain stability in the family, are now also drawn into this turmoil, as they are forced to pick sides and confront dark secrets that are exposed. Port Charles becomes the stage for a legal and emotional battle, where every decision could lead to unforeseeable consequences. Willow, amidst the accusations and skepticism, must wonder if she can stand firm and defend herself against the charges, or if she will collapse under the pressure from all sides. One thing is certain, this crime will not only change the lives of Willow, Sasha, and Michael, but also open a new, dramatic chapter, where relationships and loyalty are tested to the extreme. Drew decides to take Willow out of Port Charles to avoid legal trouble, but this action only makes the situation more severe. Willow, now being pursued by the PCPD due to her alleged involvement in Sasha's tragedy, must face pressure from both the law and her family. The escape not only complicates everything, but also places both Drew and Willow in more danger than ever before. The big story explodes when the PCPD discovers new evidence related to the case. This evidence seems to not only implicate Willow, but also reveals Drew's role in helping her escape. Port Charles quickly becomes the center of gossip and conflict, as the Corinthos and Quartermain families are divided by Drew's bold decisions. Michael, in his anger and disappointment, feels betrayed by both Willow and Drew. He cannot understand why they chose to run away instead of facing the truth. As Port Charles is rocked by Sasha's tragic miscarriage and the investigations from the PCPD, Michael decides he can no longer stand by. Determined to track down Willow and Drew to seek justice and answers, Michael announces he will leave Port Charles. This decision raises concerns among his family and friends, especially Carly, who always tries to protect her son from dangerous situations. Carly attempts to persuade Michael to stay and let the law handle everything, but he is resolute. He believes that only he can force Willow and Drew to face the true consequences of their actions. Jason, with his protective instincts and loyalty, decides not to let Michael go alone. He volunteers to support Michael in this risky journey, but warns that uncontrolled anger could lead both of them into dangerous situations. The Corinthos family, already facing their fair share of difficulties, must now confront the prospect of Michael being drawn deeper into a cycle of hatred. Meanwhile, Willow and Drew, trying to hide from the PCPD and Michael, are under increasing pressure. Willow is torn by guilt and fear about her future. Drew, once Michael's ally, is now the target of his nephew's fury. Both realize that Michael will not stop until he finds them, pushing them into a state of extreme tension. The chase between Michael and Willow Drew becomes the center of attention in Port Charles, bringing with it a series of consequences and conflicts. Michael must face the biggest question: is he seeking justice, or is he being led by hatred? Willow, despite running away, must face the truth that every decision she makes has unpredictable consequences. Drew, with his protective instincts toward Willow, must make tough choices to ensure their safety. The story escalates with emotional twists, as the three main characters are pushed to the limits of loyalty, love, and forgiveness. Can Michael find peace on his journey, or will he lose himself in his anger? Can Willow and Drew escape the pursuit, or will they face severe consequences? The upcoming events promise to bring the story to the peak of drama, forever changing the lives of the characters in Port Charles.